Hello, Red.
Hello.
Follow me. Hello, Red.
Hi, chill and cool. How are you doing today?
Doing nice. Coming off Labor Day weekend on a day with no homework. How about you?
Pretty good, Back in college now, starting that up again. Got a 4-day weekend because my college only does 4 days a week, so pretty nice.
What have you been up to? Or
Recently, I think I've been starting my break on Survivors just because, back to college. It's going to be my main focus for a while. So I don't want to, spend 16 hours a day playing Minecraft Survivors, so.
yeah, I respect that. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, I joined the community, I believe, 3 or 4 years ago at this point. Like it's been so long for me, and I feel like I've been losing track of time. But I remember when I joined, it was like literally I think the summer of like my senior year of high school, and then ever since then I've been like in love with Survivor, in a sense, the love of the game show community. So that's been what I've been doing.
Alright, what recorded game shows have you played in, if any? And I know it's if any is far from it. Just what recorded game shows have you played in?
I played in my first one was JP's. I played in Kyle's soon after. I played in Galaxies season two, and I played in one that's never getting uploaded anymore. I can talk about it now. I've talked to the host about it. But I remember Asher's season three. I was in that as well at one point. Oh,
Um,
and I forgot about Ben's as well.
yeah, Jacob. Yeah, Jacob already told me that Asher's is not about told me about Asher's.
Yeah, no, it was a solid season, but unfortunately, Asher is focused on his life right now. So good for him.
Yeah, I respect that. Like, yeah, makes me feel really bad for Nerf and Smooth. Yeah, Nerf one
Oh
was
no,
pretty good.
it's fine for probably for the best. Season three doesn't get uploaded just based off what happens in the end game of that season. So
Okay,
yeah,
what happened?
pretty much a massive fight kind of happened. Got kind of ugly. People were crying. I don't want to go too into it because it's not my place to say. I feel like I was in a situation. I didn't actually see it happen, but I heard about it. But yeah, it was kind of ugly, and it led to some bullying a little bit. Some people felt like so. That's all I'll say about it.
Okay. Um. mm, yeah. Any others that yeah? There was also Galaxy Wolf's canceled All Stars that you played in.
Yeah, that as well.
Yeah, like that was wasted potential. I don't. I still can't really understand why he canceled it. Like
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
friends with him, but dude,
I,
that's a total waste.
yeah, I don't know. My odds are playing another season that gets canceled by Galaxy Wolf at this point. So
Um, I mean, well, it was all. He does it like when he gets the season on a roll. I think he does good. Like I'm not like I feel like the reason he doesn't get a lot of people is because of his poor audio quality. Even though I've told him multiple times it improves in season five. Like audio quality is much better in season five.
yeah, season two he recorded on his phone.
Yeah, season. Yeah, he does get a lot of respect. What anyway? What's your favorite game show you played in, recorded or unrecorded?
I think one of my favorites of all time will probably be. It's not recorded. It was Acacia's All Stars season 15. I think that'll forever be my favorite season. I don't think anything will top that for me. I didn't win the season, but I did come fourth place, playing a hell of a game. And I'll never forget. Just I just love mobile seasons. I think that's the best way to play Survivor. And the whole season of everyone flipping, everyone making big move after big move, and me being at the center of that season, I feel like that's by far one of my favorite Survivors I've ever played. I think recorded wise, I think my favorite will probably be JP's just because I went into it as like a new player, kind of. I didn't know anyone. It was a lot of fun to like meet everyone and play with them. And I did pretty well in the season, so I think that was my funnest recorded, and then not recorded is Acacia. So, yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. JP Toonies. Yeah. Late merge. Am I right? Yeah, late merge. Am I right?
I think it was really unfortunate with my tribe, being the last one left. I remember I talked to even JJ postseason. He would have invited me out when it was just the two of us. And I was like, God damn! Like if I didn't steal that from him. But like the late merge, kind of I feel like stagnated a little bit, right? Because I think if we merge eight, it's a lot more interesting, in my opinion, to see what happens there. But I think we still got a really good season out of it despite the late merge, just because I think my antics in the pre merge and then, Asher's during the merge phase and right before the merge phase, I think Asher played a hell of a game. So I think kind of makes up for it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. JP confirmed this. If you guys lost that final seven, he would have merged final six.
Yeah, and it's just me, another five. But I think it goes well for me. I think I do well. Still probably get third place.
All right. Have you hosted any game shows? I doubt it, but I just have this. I just have to ask you this anyway.
I know I helped with some seasons. I never officially hosted it. I'm more as a helper.
Um, quick question: how much do you think that how hopeful do you think that Llama's Toruta will be uploaded?
Uh, Odds are it's fully finished. I give it 50-50 with Llama. I think he wants to probably finish it, but his motivation sometimes is a little lacking. And I think he knows too. Like it's a lot of work I know to edit, and like he's gone through it. And yeah, I think he definitely needs like motivation, I guess, to get things done a little bit.
Yeah. Speaking of Llama, you were in Rocky Mountains with me.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Anything else you do want to ask me something about it, or like just my thoughts on the season?
Um. Yeah, I constantly think of ways that we could have prevented the Sito win.
I just
Like
the way
I
I look
know.
at it, I think I played optimally in a sense. Like yeah, I worked with Cito. It's like it sounded like the best look for me, but at
No,
the same
no,
time, like
that's not what I meant by this. Like I don't. I'm sure you were. I'm not. I don't blame you. I'm not blaming you for anything.
yeah, I mean, it's nothing you can do about him winning. He knows how to get to the end of the game shows, and whether you hate him or not, he is a solid player in the community. Like he's not terrible by any means.
I would say was because he is not there for no longer here for reasons known. um, yeah. That resulted in two seasons getting canceled. Like that is a that's a major should I say rip L what should I say?
Impressive accomplishment.
Yeah, I mean, I still I respect that long. Like both of we've played on two seasons together. Both have been canceled.
Yeah.
Like Ben lost motivation, but Llama. Ben, I'm less sympathetic toward Ben. Like even though he lost motivation, he could have at least kept the footage.
Yeah, I get what you mean. That's like one of your best recorded games, pretty much, too, right, Chill? Like,
Yeah, it's sixth. I mean, Tyson's out, but um, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Llama, I'm definitely sympathetic because a Predator won, but Llama, I do understand because a Predator won, but like that's two that I haven't played and that have been canceled. I'm I'm taking a chance with I'm taking a chance with Derby Ross, but um he's not on good terms with his production team anymore, so I'm very fearful.
I did not know about that.
So, could you also tell me about could you tell looking back on Grunwald at all? Like, how much did you like Grunwald?
Grimoire. Honestly, I feel like the weakest part of that season was probably the cast itself. Just because, from my POV, when I was playing the season, I felt like I had to play a certain way, and like my peak in that season was getting like barely past early merge. Like I felt like I was destined for mid merge like the whole time, just looking at the cast because no one wants to take me deep in that game at all. And it's not because I have a bad social game; it's because they're all like intimidated by me as a player. So I feel like the cast itself was kind of overall weak. Besides, like I think Yuri was a strong player going into that, and I think Yuri was the only person that genuinely wanted to go deep with me in the game. And I think it's testament to how he played the game, but also he was very good at challenges, and most of the challenges were more heavily favored towards the more physical players. So I feel like that led to more of a snowball effect with Yuri in a sense as well. I feel like I like challenge diversity a lot, and if I feel like I've seen the same type of challenge over and over again, it's kind of boring to me in a little bit because I love challenges. That was one of my favorite parts of Survivor, but it kind of felt like a repeat challenge almost every time. It felt like, or more like basic challenges I've seen like every Survivor.
Um, let me just say that I believe that Galaxy Wolf will do at least 2 more seasons before All Stars. I do believe that they'll be more committed this time because like he will have a lot more options available.
Hopefully.
Like I'm confident this time that like if he goes through at least 2 more seasons with All Stars, like I do believe he'll be fully prepared for that. Also Rocky Mount. And let me just tell you about the third round of Grunwald, one where Joey went out, was absolutely chaotic. Did you watch the episode?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that was insane. I have no clue how I survived that. Like, and how Joey got out.
Oh, one word, Yuri.
Yeah, and Lewis.
Yeah, but Yuri's the big drive force there. It's like if Yuri wants something done, he'll get it done.
Yeah,
Especially in that season.
How do you feel about the Final Four? You know, the self-voting.
I can see his logic in like he wants. It doesn't make much sense. So in the grand scheme of things, let's be honest here, because like it's the obvious move to take out Yuri, right? But no one gets credit for it. I can understand him wanting to give the credit, but it also seems like just a terrible move on paper to to do that.
Going to fire against yeah.
Because I don't think it gets anyone's respect on the jury about self-voting there to take out Yuri. Because the other 2 players voted him. Like, come on.
Yeah, and
it seems like you're just giving him a chance.
And there's also the fact that going to fire against Yuri is suicide.
I think I could have beaten him in that challenge. I think it obviously depends on the challenges, but most of the fire comps, like, if you have it down to a science, you can win most of them. Even like with the flint steel, like luck part, right? With the flint, I still feel like I can win like 70% of fire making challenges that I participate in. Even just the basic one, where it's just get the flint, right? I feel like I can win those.
Yeah. Also, did you see Mushroom Kingdom at all?
Yes.
Number 1.
Yes, I did.
How do you feel about that season?
Shit, my screenplay. Honestly, best JP season. I loved it. I still like have a soft spot for my season, but personally, just watching that season, watching some of my friends playing it, it was truly incredible to watch. Really fun season all the way throughout. I think like the challenges are grander, right? The cast is even better. It just feels like there's a lot better moments in the season overall. Not saying my season did have our moments, but like that season just has banger after banger. Yeah, and honestly, I remember like preseason, when I was like looking at that gap, like this is gonna be a great season. Like I already knew like it was getting hyped up to me by friends, but when it came out, I had no words for it. It was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, honestly,
even despite it getting hyped up.
Honestly, I'd say that is my favorite recorded of all time.
Wow, that's bold. Even over like the 2 recent Kyle seasons, I feel like those seasons are also really good. Season 8 and 7 of Kyle's.
I wasn't really in the community when Kyle's were coming out, but yeah, I'd say yeah. There were moments in the Kyle seasons where it wasn't very chaotic. This one was impressive from start to finish. This one continued to wow me from to the very end.
Absolutely, great season.
I think you told us my reaction to the Tim boot, but I have a sore spot for people who have big heads going out in the second to last episode.
And I mean, I kind of I think Tim is a player. I think he's overrated slightly by the community. I think he's a great guy. I think he's able to really connect on different level of players. I think that's really impressive. But I do feel like he gets a little bit too much hype, to be honest with you.
Um, I mean,
I mean, I've played with Tim, so like I have a different perception. I feel like of Tim.
I chatted with Knife after it was revealed that he won, and he simply says that Tim isn't edited to be a big character. He is a big character. That's what Knife
Yeah, I
told
mean,
me.
do you know how to do confessionals? You're gonna get more confessionals. I think the way the seasons are edited, like they're only have so much to work with, and some people they just don't have that much to work with. I think like if like I don't think Tim's going back to get more confessionals postseason because he gives like so many good ones in the moment already. I think he's really good at that. I think that's definitely like him and Kid Moto. They're both very good at that. They're both very good at telling a story in their confessionals, and that's why they get shown so much.
Also, have you seen Lio? Have you seen a lot of Oxy's Lio?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, like Banjo though. Got confessional gold, also third boot. Twice actually. Twice
Yeah,
actually.
Banjo's really good at them too. Like he just knows what to do there. It's really impressive. That's like why newer players in the recordeds tend to like be more invisible because they don't know how to give good confessionals. And if they play a good game, then maybe they'll get post-season confessionals that are better, and they'll get better at it. But typically, they don't play that well, and then they don't have much to work within the season, so they just get invisible. I think that happened a lot with like Blizzard, Scott, I think, and like Faith a little bit. They kind of got shafted at it wise because they just didn't give great confessionals.
Yeah. Um. I forgot what I was gonna say. I forgot what I was gonna say. What do you like about the game show community?
I think it's just fun, like just interacting with them outside the game shows, even like in the game shows too. It's also funny because we just like all know each other at this point. Like we all this kind of like weird bond where we're constantly trying to vote each other out at the same time, but also be friends with each other. Because like I've done a lot of stuff like out of games with a lot of game show people, and it's a lot of fun as well with them there. Like we're all pretty social people. We all like to have fun, and I think just playing games outside with them are really what I enjoy about it because it's really a tight knit community that's hard to find. I feel like
I remember what I was gonna say. Do you have a winner pick for Lyle, or do you know who wins?
for Lyle, that's the current season of Hoxes, right? Just want to
Yeah,
make sure.
yeah.
I know the winners.
Ah, dang it! Of course, Jacob. Or was he
No, it
not?
wasn't. It wasn't because of that. There's something else.
Shoot. Okay. Any Survivor Twister themes that you want to throw out there? Oh, actually, no. Before we do that, this is might get a little ugly. What do you dislike about the game show community?
Honestly, I just dislike how much variety we have now. Because I think when I first joined, like it felt like there were a lot more hosts in the community, and now it's like kind of dwindled a lot. It now more feels like you have like what Cav, Tunic, Llama as kind of like the main ones at this point. Where like back in the old days, it was like people like Acacia, Xinc, Vision was a lot more active. He's getting more active now, but he used to be a lot more active. You have Panda as well, and I'm probably missing a few others. And there's even more before me too. That because it was even
Yeah,
bigger before it.
the waffle community used to be.
Yeah, the waffle community too. Yeah,
It was
but
like gone recession. Like it's mostly as a piece hosted by Chunk now.
I just feel like the challenge, like they kind of are coming from the same group. Like they're all kind of friends with each other, so they kind of have similar challenges. It kind of feels a little bit stale wise for that. I know with the Waffle Crew, like they had a lot more different stuff because they didn't even like they weren't originally probably they were their own thing, which is really unique in their part. And now they're not that active anymore, so we don't really get those types of challenges anymore, which are really fun because there are PvP challenges in them, best challenges of all time.
Yeah,
But now it feels like we just don't have that many hosts as we used to.
yeah. Yeah. If you're thinking about like, he may not be a good person. I'm not sure if he's the best person, but the Treehouse community. Have you seen that?
The Treehouse community, like we're the members.
Inferno Theo, Joma, FD, Wyatt.
I mean, I've seen that Theo's host a lot. I don't plan to play a Theo season. I feel like I want to play a Jomo season though, just because I've been seeing like what Jomo's been doing with challenges, which is really unique. I think he's really trying to make something different every time, which is really great about him as a host. I think even NKS is also trying to change the hosting game for challenge wise as well. But I think those two are definitely going to be a major impact on hopefully the future of challenges. And same with Double too. I think Double's doing a lot of great challenges as well.
Any Survivor Twisted themes that you want to throw out there?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. I'd rather leave up to the creative team.
Okay, I can respect that. Anyone in the community you want to give a shout out to? It can be a big name, it can be someone underrated. Who do you want to give a shout out to?
To my boy Jacob for being an absolute king, 24/7 baby.
Figures.
Sub base. I mean, we joined the game show community at the same time. I don't know if you know that or not, but we joined at the same time. Played our first Survivor together. He got second place. I got third. It was a final 2, by the way, so I did not get third place runner up. But yeah, it was. I joined the community with him. Was honestly a great time. It really got me starting to get ingratiated with the community itself, and I wouldn't be here without him being by my side because I mean he doesn't even know what Survivor is, which is really funny when he joined. But he's really got his foot now in the door with a lot of people, and I think he's a really good player too. So definitely a shout out to him.
Yeah. What about Lemon?
What about who?
Lemon. Lemon King.
Oh, Lemon King. I've not talked to Lemon in a while. Lemon's been a lot busy. He has a kid now, so he has his own thing. I will give a shout out to my boy Anton though, because Anton was like one of the first actual friends I feel I made in the community as well though. And him and I now we do our annual Survivor draft every time before a season. Now we just did our draft recently, but that's something me and Anton have been doing for a while. So yeah, definitely shout out to Anton because I think he's definitely one of the first friends I actually made from the game show community.
Speaking of Anton, I like to point out his recorded curse.
Yeah, he won Llama Season 2. It's his curse. Anytime he does well, this thing uploaded. One Cavs 5.5.
Yes, Sam as well.
Yeah, I heard that one. And when it does get uploaded, he gets first boot. It's great.
Yeah. LP he also got second boot. That one got removed too. So Anton, we've only seen his first boot. Sam we can only see his fourth boot. Even though Asher's as well, because even though Sam didn't do well in Asher's.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, I'm starting to feel Schmin, aka James. Do you know who that is? Schmin or James?
I'm not too familiar.
He's the host of Canadian Minecraft game shows. He used to be very active back in the day. He was in every record that he's in gets canceled.
Oh, another curse.
Yeah. Have you heard of Oxy's Lost Season?
Yeah, I've seen the role for it on the server.
You seen the what?
There's a role, I think. I don't know. I saw the spreadsheet. I did see that.
Oh wait, can you show me? I don't know what it is. That was Oxy stated multiple times. That's his favorite season of all time. That is a very darn shame that the footage was corrupted.
I'll send it to you after the podcast if I can find it again.
Okay. What was one moment in any game show that you're absolutely proud of?
I think my favorite one, Jacob will always get confused by this move because it's the funniest thing he's ever seen. He was specking the season. It was Anton's. Oh yeah, when Anton was a host, I loved Anton as a host. It was Anton's Japan Season 5, and I was on this tribe, good with everyone, and this one person wanted out, found the idol on our tribe, and we're like, shit, what do we do? And then I have this ingenious plan where I said, guys, I script the challenge, just throw me under the bus. And they decide, hey, we're just going to do that. Listen to him. And then I convinced John, the person with the idol, to play it on me. And then at the tribal, I don't get a single vote, by the way, because I was good with everyone. I was pretty much everyone's number one. So they all throw their votes occasionally, throw somewhere random. I think Rocker got a vote there or something. I think Agent got a vote. And everyone else voted John. And John went home playing the idol on me, and I voted him out that tribal. I think that'll forever be my favorite move because I just absolutely mind fucked him so hard that season.
Wait, who's John? Which John are you talking about?
John Sparks.
Is that was he in Galaxy Wolf seasons? Johnny
I think
Crab?
it was in the first season. Yeah,
Yeah, he was
he's
also
not
in
the
the first.
greatest player, but it's a really funny move I pulled off.
Did you win that season?
I got fourth place.
Oh, who won that season?
Bohi.
I don't know who that is.
He's a great player. Yeah, he played really well that season too, but he's more from the UHC side of the community, which is a pretty tight knit community. But he's on that side. He also plays a lot of Acacia Mumble seasons, but that's mostly where it
Yeah.
comes from.
Are there any players that I decided to say this especially for you? Actually no, I didn't. I came up with them, but are there any players that you dread?
I think. I think I'm gonna say two. I don't know if the other one's gonna see this, but I think one's just Hannah, because like I just never know how to play with Hannah in the game.
Are you talking about
I
B?
Yeah, because like I know she doesn't like me, and it's like this weird relationship I just like don't like. I don't like to play game shows with, and I think the other for me is just NKS. I feel like NKS kind of stagnates gameplay in a sense, where like the whole game has to revolve around him, and I feel that's really boring to play with in a sense because I feel like every round, NKS's name's mentioned in some capacity. It's just kind of boring to me at this point because every game show I played before I'm had to stop for college, NKS is there, and if you're playing a game with NKS, you're hero's name every round. It doesn't even matter if he's safe or not. Like his name is constantly in every conversation, and it just feels boring to me to like have to do that every time. I love NKS as a person. I talk to him all the time, but yeah, I just don't like playing game shows with him just because I feel like the gameplay is so weird with him there. It just feels off, when I'm playing with him.
Yeah. Do you dread Pepe or do you feel like you're equals with him?
Uh, I don't know. I think about the point with Pepe where like we're both comfortable with how we play. In a sense, we're fine with like no matter what we do to each other. It's like there's a respect thing I think for both of us because we've like gone to the end of games before. We've like voted each other out early merge and all that. So I think we've mixed it up a lot, and it's not like the same game with Pepe every time. Like I know what to expect with him, and he knows what to expect from me. Because
Pepe used to be on the Unrecorded King.
oh yeah, no, I think like it's funny because like if you didn't like know Pepe was on Record a King, like he just gets away with it every game. It's really funny because I remember in like I think it was Killer season, his mobile season, and like Rocker hasn't played against Pepe yet, and Rocker was just like, I think I can beat Pepe, and he tells that to Anton, and then Anton goes, "You're an idiot if you believe that." And then he tells him, "Go talk to Red right now, and he'll explain 10 reasons why Pepe will destroy you at the end." And Rocker came up to me and asked me that. I'm like, "Yeah, dude, you will get hammered. Like, you're way better taking these two. Like, I literally said, like, dude, take these two ghosts. Don't take Pepe. Like, I'm warning you, man."
Did Pepe win
And
that season?
oh no, I voted him out final five.
Um,
Um,
who did win that
yeah,
season? Who did win that season?
Anton.
Oh, was
Me and
it 50?
Anton
Was
lost
it
final four.
Oh, was it Killer's 53?
I believe I think it's 53 or 54. It's the Mumble Forest season or whatever. But it was that season where I
Yeah,
pretty
it's
much dominated
53.
the game, and
That's
then I lost
53.
5-4.
Yeah, do you feel like Anton had to win the back at FTC?
Oh yeah, 100%. He won unanimously. So yeah,
Yeah. With 50. Um. Um. Yeah, let me think of the next question. Would you say you got an Eric moment at any point? In other words, describe a huge mistake you have made in your game show history.
a huge mistake in my game.
A game show in your game show history. Like, what have you had an Eric moment recently? Or actually, no, not recently. Do you ever recall an Eric moment?
I don't think I have those moments. I think the closest I ever was accidentally writing the wrong name in the book, and that almost cost me because I would have been voted out because the vote I wrote ended up tying the vote between me and someone else. So if I messed that up, like, oh my lord. But luckily, with how the host did it, it was based off what you wrote in the book, which she told me postseason. Yeah, I always do it that way. but you wrote a different name as the title. I'm like, shit, yeah, because I was DMing them at the time, so almost messed me up there. But I would say that was my closest moment. I My only regrets in games is literally not winning Final Four immunities because I can never win those.
Young Giachi was an exception. You know that?
Oh yeah, no. When I win the final two immunities of the season, I don't win the season though. That's how it works for me now.
Yeah.
I can't win when
Yeah.
I need to. I win when I
Against
don't.
how much are you expecting to win in the FTC that season?
I thought I lost to Tommy right after. I think my FTC could have been a lot better. I didn't think it would be, a one vote difference because I thought for sure it was like I was getting two votes. I was pretty confident. I remember CTO's vote. I remember, and then the other vote I was pretty confident was actually Chalky's because he wasn't there. Because I was like, I knew Chalky like we did the last three, but I knew Chalky probably put me first between them, so I figured I had Chalky's vote too. I remember.
Yeah.
Brian, I know he voted for me too, and I didn't think he did at the time, but after the season was done, he's like, "Yeah, I voted for you because you were a hell of a game player. Like I feel like even more than Tommy." And I think like it's funny because I think a lot of people told me I should have won, which is like I personally like don't believe that way. I think Tommy played better than me, but a lot of people say I did play better than him, which is really interesting to me because I know if the vote tied, like Lemon would have voted me. Like as Lemon said, "Oh fuck Tommy, your game's so much better." like
Yeah.
it's just funny because like a lot of people say I played really well, but I feel like Tommy's played a little better than me.
Also, how do you feel about the fact that the final three was all leaders?
I mean, yeah, we just dominated the merge. Like, what else can we say? Like, I think we played insanely well. All like me and Tommy, and then like Lemon was kind of he was still with us, but like we were able to protect him very well. I feel like as well. So I think yeah, we just played it perfectly.
Um, yeah. Does that explain why none of them, why no leaders have come? Why you have? Does that explain why no leaders have come back for another season?
I don't think so. I think it's weird because like we didn't technically fit the mold for the season 9 theme. I don't think any of us did. I think I was probably the closest one to, but I just didn't get the call back or anything. And then All Stars, Tommy, I know is very busy in his real life, so he doesn't get the call at all. So yeah, that's mostly why I
What
feel
about you?
I was a backup. So
Kimbo over you?
I don't make the list. I feel like that was a bad move, personally, considering that Kinmodo survived, I think, one tribal council, which I surpassed in episode 2 that season. But I don't make the
Okay.
rules.
Yeah, I gotcha. Um, like all, there's three Jiaji returns in that season, right? No, it's four. It's four. Well,
Well, got called back twice.
how much do you know about Quill's game in From the Ashes?
I mean, just from what I've seen, it's a very advantage heavy game. I didn't personally go into depth with anyone about the season at all, so I don't know too much about it. But overall, I feel like From the Ashes is a very solid season. I think it's a very aggressive game season. So if you didn't play a a strong game, you were going to get shafted at the end. And I think Quill, I don't know if he wins at the end. I feel like he has a good shot, but honestly, we'll never know. I guess just because I feel like if he was FTC, I think it's a very intense FTC.
Yeah, like Coco actually had very good gameplay that season from what I've heard. Like even though he flopped FTC.
Oh yeah, no, he should have probably won, but his FTC I heard was terrible. So yeah, he shouldn't have won.
All right, let's finish this off with a free write, a free speech of sorts. This is closing statement is all you. Go ahead.
What the hell? Okay, wait. What do you want me to say? Like, do I just
Anything. Say anything that's on your mind.
anything that's on my mind? Well, I helped Cool fix his audio before this, so I hope that goes well when I see this after when it's uploaded.
Hopefully.
So I guess that's on my mind. And then I'll be probably playing Balloons Tower Defense 6 after this, because that's the only thing I can do at college nowadays. So yeah.
The game that even your parents love.
I am grinding Balloons Tower Defense 6. You don't know how far I've gone in that game.
I know someone who's done the same, so. Alright, well, I guess that's it. Thank you, Red, for coming on, and I hope this comes out well. See everyone.
Thank you for having me, Chill.
See everyone. Can you?
Oh yeah, sure.
All right.